monochromatic puddle pour, and I believe we can tilt, but the only thing we can use for like moving the paint around is a fork. Doesn't that sound like fun? Alright, I'm not going to go through everything while I do this. I'm going to use black, obviously, and white, and I'm going to use this Apple Barrel Wild Iris, and to thin it down I'll use my IXM extender, and I'm going to measure these out and put, you know, specific amounts so I can control it. And once I get those done, I'll show that to you as well. Okay, I took and put 5 ml in each one of the color, and then I did a squirt of black, squirt of white, 2 of white, 3 of white, 3 of black, whatever. So they're going to be pretty much the same amount. This is going to be my straight color, and I'm just going to add the extender to it to get to the consistency that I would like to have. Okay, I got my colors mixed up, and I'm going to start my puddle pour. Okay, I gessoed this. This was an old canvas. I already had, and I gessoed it. So, all right, here we go. What shall I start with? I think I'm going to start with the, let's see, this is just the straight purple. So let's start with this here. It's not mixed very good, but let's mix it again a little bit. That's the wrong one. That's okay. All right. So, all right. So, let's start. I'm going to do it, I don't know. I'm going to do a couple of small ones. So let's go here. We'll go here. We'll do 3 of them. Maybe. All right. Yeah, let's do 3. And then I'll just keep coming back. And I'm going to use the darker shade here and see if... this one's a little thinner, but oh well. Alright, I'm going to pour this in here. I think I'm going to alternate. That almost looks like chocolate, not very big. I'm going to kind of alternate between the dark and the light, I think. Oops, I dripped. It's not very much of a variation between those, but that's okay too, I guess. This is the darker. This is the straight color. Okay, I did all those in a row, didn't I? Okay, let's put some of this one in here. Put some of this in here. It's actually almost black. This one actually is closer to black. Let's put the dark light one, lighter one in between, so we get the contrast. Now we'll put this dark one. I'm a little drippy. It looks like I'm going, oop, that was a blob of paint. Did you see that? All right, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going until this paint's gone. That was a funky. Wasn't a very good puddle. Oh no, my hands are in the way. Alrighty. See if there's enough in here to do. Let's find this lighter one. Oops, kind of missed the center. Oh well. Nobody ever said I was neat. Alright, golly, I'm making a big mess. Alright, let's do some more of this one here. Let's do another dark one. I just should have done them all that thin. Oh well. I just saw a blob in that one too. A blob, I mean. Wait, let's put another little bit of this in here. I'm not mixing up any more paint. I'm just going to keep using what I got. So it's gone. see if I get more of this ladder. I'm gonna do it this way. Of course, I missed the middle. Always miss the middle. Now let's see where that's a really dark one, just a really black one. Alright. If there's anything left in here yet. Okay, now I think I can tilt it, maybe. Is that all the dark? Is that all everything? I think so. It's just, I do believe I can tilt it. I think. I hope. I'm going to. Alright, so here we go. There's the puddle pour. And I probably should have put gloves on, but I'm not going to worry about it. So let's kind of see if we can't. Usually with puddle pours, I like to flip them around, but I think I'm just going to kind of work it around. There's that big blob of black paint underneath there. I'm just going to keep kind of working it around. And then I'll use my fork, which I hope that's correct. Okay, if you can see. But usually there's a big old blob of paint underneath the. Keep it going. Now. Alright, let's see. I want to kind of get it to the edges, but I don't want it if it runs over, but I don't want all my paint running off. So, I guess actually thicker was better with this paint, truthfully, honestly. I can see that big old blob underneath. You know it's going to dry funky. I'm telling you right now, it's going to dry funky. Alright, one little last bit here. I'm trying to keep it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So now, let's see. Now I'm going to use a fork for something. I'm going to stick this under here because my little board goes back. It's lopsided a little bit. Okay, now, I can see the big blob of paint underneath it. Alright, the fork. What am I doing with the fork? I do not know. Oh, scary. Alright, well, let's take this. And let's go around. Okay, well, I'm going to move to the center. And I'm going to go around. And go around. And I'm going to go to the center again. Oh no, see there's that blob. Oh no, look what it did. Oh, well. Let's go around the blob. That kind of sucked. Well, piss swa. Actually, it's kind of cool. Alright, so here's my challenge piece that has a big blob in the middle of it. But actually, it's kind of a cool technique. Kind of reminds me of water marbling. You know, paper marbling, where you float the paint on the. So I'm going to let this dry, and we'll take some pictures, and we'll see if this is what I'm actually going to use. I may do something. I may change it up a little bit and do it again. So, anyway, there you have it. There it is. There's our challenge. But I bet I do another one. Alrighty, good deal.